you an insurance agent that wants to know the reality of what maybe your first 30 days or so will look like as a brand new insurance agent selling life insurance or even final expense? Well, come roll with me. We're going to talk about the reality and what it really is going to look like. So if you're taking notes, number one, you got to understand it's going to look like work. All right. If you were sold the snake oil of, oh, this is so easy. All right. Well, let me share with you. Your first 30 days, you're going to have to dig deep into your belief and really put your back into it. The business is simple, absolutely, but it's far from easy, which just means you got to do a lot of engagements. You got to be okay being the new guy. You got to be okay to out hustle when your heart feels like, what in the world did I just sign up for? Looks like a little bit of struggle. In the first 30 days, you may quit on yourself multiple times. That's not abnormal, all right, first off. So understand you're not a weird unicorn. You're just a great agent that wants to get it. But belief is a big, big deal in you, believe it or not, moving forward or just jumping out of the industry as fast as you got into it. The business looks like a ton of hard work in the first 30 days. It looks like, you know what, I don't know how to take no for an answer. I don't know how to quit. I don't know how to not dial. I just know that I need to do more if I want to make money in this industry. And this industry is one that rewards performers. The minority that make the majority in this space. It's the 80-20 rule, right? 20% make the majority and 80% don't. So don't be that 80%, be that top 20 that knows how to take that phone and just pound it, how to pound the streets if you're a face-to-face insurance agent when you're faced with rejection. Not saying to be a high-pressure salesman, that's not what I'm talking about, but your first 30 days, you'll probably quit on yourself mentally a couple times. This space is one that isn't real positive, right? It's painful to get told no. It's painful when you have your first chargeback. The business will scare you at times. You know, you get out there, you wrote a policy or two or three or four, and then you're like, wow, this is great, right? I'm stacking it. And then the billing goes suspended or it becomes a chargeback or has a negative, right? Where now you have a negative balance and you're like, oh, this hurts. Well, welcome to insurance sales. You're not going to get 100% of the cases that you close. And that's just part of the industry. If you can't, swallow that, you may not survive in this space. But the first 30 days really is just being with a mentor who can breathe life into you, and sometimes you feel like you're barely hanging on, all right, by life support in the life insurance space because you got told no or you got an objection that you had some trouble overcoming. And that just comes down sometimes to showing up to training so that you can truly overcome that obstacle because you've got strength within you that you may not know, but you gotta buy leads. You gotta take the leap of faith. You've gotta follow leadership from maybe folks that have been in the industry longer than you. I'm so blessed to have been in this industry for over 20 plus years. And I do train and I do recruit agents to partner here nationally, as well as agencies that align here to sell life insurance, Medicare insurance, and a ton of annuities, face-to-face, but more importantly in the telespace. So free resources, of course, for you at jasonfinalexpense.com, no matter what work family that you reside with. But you've got to have insane belief. You've got to have insane backbone in your first 30 days. You got to be ready to not make a sale in a week at times as a new guy, right? If you're not having good skill set, you may not make a single sale a day to keep the doctor away, and you want that. But you can outwork your problems, right? Action will solve all your problems in this space. You got to just do a little bit more at first and really dive in to the so what of the client, not what you want to get out of the industry. The so what of the client is what they want the policy to do for them. What kind of protection are they trying to acquire? That's where our attention needs to be versus so many insurance agents out there that give us a bad name that are just pressuring people. That's a problem in this space. Focus on what the client wants, and that's tough when you're brand new trying to make a buck. It's always about them, not about us. And when you unleash that and really uncover the client's why, you may find out you like this business a whole lot more than you thought you would. But you gotta buy leads. You gotta have that leap of faith. I can't train tall in basketball. Wish I could. You gotta really just work when you say you're going to work. It's an integrity issue, but not everybody is designed to be a 1099 entrepreneur. One that's an entrepreneur knows how to engage. One that's an entrepreneur knows how to not quit on themselves when maybe mentally you've quit on yourselves maybe a couple times more than you should have. But that's not abnormal. You got to get used to it, right? Just like building calluses on the hands. It takes a bit, and it's uncomfortable, and it hurts. But after a while, you got that pad effect, right? In the insurance industry, once you've trained that hustle muscle, and you're like, you know what? I hate not getting on it. I hate not getting a sale every day. I hate not helping somebody and making their life better than when I found them every week. If you're the brand new guy, when you're a new guy, just focus on one sale. Get your win, and don't forget your why. Why did you get in this space? Why did you want to be an insurance agent? Why did you want to be a business owner? Don't forget why you got into this industry, so that you can be intentional when that pain comes, when the negative comes, when the rejection comes, when maybe your leads are telling you to go pound sand instead of please sell me a policy. You got to be ready. Have a smile on your face when that rejection comes, and then when you get that sale, celebrate it, but don't stay there. Celebrate hard, but then hustle right into the next phone call, because success breeds success. And when you've got that, so to speak, swagger, as the new kids these days say, keep on it, okay? Don't stop. A big mistake that insurance agents make is they have a big week, they have a big day, and they think they just hit the lottery, and they don't do a lot more calls. They don't just double down into action, and then they don't acquire success because it's that destination syndrome. They go backwards. But as a brand new guy, you may get a sale or two or three and think you got it made in the shade. Don't stop. Keep going, because you're going to have a day that you're underpaid. I promise you. I have. You're going to have a day that you're overpaid and think you really got it going on, and then all of a sudden it's a little harder the next week. It's not abnormal. Get into a rhythm so that your habits and your discipline will dictate what your week truly looks like. And there's a point in your career where you go, you know what, this isn't that tough here, okay? Very simple to just follow my system. Very simple to follow my script. Very simple to buy my leads. Very simple to take care of the client in gracious ways. To be able then at the end of the week and go, you know what, I got some good sales. It's simple, but it's not easy to get up on Monday and go. It's not easy to get up every day and dial when maybe nobody's looking over your shoulder saying, get on the phone. All right, go look at your paycheck. That'll tell you when to get on the phone. Go look at your bank account. That'll tell you probably go get on the phone. Go look at your beautiful bride. Go look at your amazing husband or spouse or girlfriend and probably tell you to go get on the phone that way. But nobody's prodding you. You've got to have that independent spirit about you so that you can survive. But not everybody's going to make it in this space. 90+% of the agent force fails because they really failed to show up, or they're just shooting off the cuff on every sales call, every phone call. And then they find out, you know what, this business punished me because I didn't pay attention to my script, my systems, my training, bought a lot of leads, and got hurt in an industry that could have been potentially dynamic, but also it could potentially make you no dollars. And that's the beautiful part and the scary part and the just awesome part of the industry when you make it, knowing that, you know what, I made the cut. You know what, I rang the cash register today by taking care of my consumer. Take ownership of everything. My phone calls, my leads, my time today, my time to shine, not my time to whine about what took place on a phone call. You can whine or you can win. You got two choices, and at times when you're brand new, probably more comfortable to whine about something instead of just work. All right, just being real. There's times where you're like, man, I want to ride the ambulance, but in reality, I got to ride my work ethic into the sunset so that I can have a career, a calling that I'm proud of. And in this space, if you can eliminate some quit and just focus a little deeper on what you're going to do and why you got in this space, you can outwork your problems. If you need any resources, hope you enjoy this little journey about maybe the struggles you may be feeling. I hope you find tremendous success in a space that not everybody makes it in. And I want to be intentional about that. There's risk in this space to find reward, but never rob yourself of the true opportunity because you didn't do what you know you should have done and you're capable of. If you need anything at all, jasonfinalexpense.com. And remember, you've got what it takes.